Hi, this is Ryan Almizyed.
Hello, I'm Sofya Akhetova, and this is our final Tamagotchi-esque Sloth game. And so, as you can see, we're using the accelerometer to move the sloth around the screen. And it doesn't get out of the bounds in any of the...
Borders of the screen.
Yeah. And so another aspect that we have is that we have a light indicating its mood. And so if you press this button, it goes down because you're insulting the sloth. And so as you're insulting, the sloth becomes sad. And then sloth dies, and we have the buzzer frequency kind of corresponding to you saying good or bad things. And then you can go up. And then the sloth is happy. And then another aspect that we have is that we have sloth sleeping, where we have the light sensor. If you make it dark, it will sleep, and if it's sleeping, it won't move because the sloth is sleeping, and then you can't say anything to it because it's sleeping. So the mood will remain the same. And then after you go to sleep, it still works the way that we need it to, and that's our project.
Accelerometer, light sensor, buzzer, and awesome. And then for our free RTOS tasks, there we go. We have this task light monitor. That is the task that is responsible for polling the light sensor and getting the lux values. That's what determines whether the sloth is sleeping or not. Task console. What was task console?
Task console, that keeps the queue.
Yes.
And then for the task accelerometer and task create, essentially task accelerometer.
So we have the timer here. Task.
Give me a second.
I think what it is task timer is a timer interrupt. And every time that interrupt happens...
sorry. Yeah, task timer, that's just a timer that we needed for interrupts to measure when do we need to sample.
Yes, all it is a free RTOS task that VTask waits every once in a while, and then it triggers a conversion on the the ADC14. No?
Yes, ADC14,
Yes.
but then the PMF is still using timer A0.
Yeah.
For the buzzer.
But
yes.
I'm talking about the accelerometer. Yeah, go back. So this task is just a free RTOS timer that triggers conversion on the ADC14, and that once that happens, the bottom half is task notified to pull the data from the ADC14, and that data is the accelerometer analog values.
Yeah, and then it will put the directions into the queue.
Yes, and then that's what task console is for. There's a queue that takes in the direction that the accelerometer is leaning in, and that's what task console does, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah. MK2 S1 S2. That's just listening for the buzzers or the buttons. And that's it.
Yeah.
So this console, that's also what moves the image on the screen, right?
Because it's what it handles the queue. Depending on what we have come in the queue, we will be separating information.
So this is what receives from the queue, and based on what it's getting from the queue, it updates what the sloth is on the screen.
You can kind of think of it like a main that kind of actually does a lot of it.
And then this is what is actually generating and adding stuff to the queue. What else do we have to talk about? How they're implemented. Project requirements. Okay, yeah. So graphics.
Yeah, we have graphics.
Yep, we have an image, animation. The image moves, and we can control it by leaning the board. Accelerometer. That's how we're moving the image. The light sensor. Covering the light sensor changes the state. The buzzer. When you click buttons, the buzzer works. As we said before, task console uses a queue. Where is that queue? Yeah. Queue receive. receives from the queue. Task notifications, yeah, so we have the bottom half. We use a task notification from when there is a interrupt on the timer that notifies this bottom half task that actually gets the data from the ADC. Creativity, I think this project is pretty creative.
I mean, we have a Tamagotchi sloth. How many Tamagotchi sloths have you gotten before?
Complete. Yeah.
Sweet.
You can see right here, it is complete, it is working. And we have commented and organized our code.
Sweet.
So yeah, awesome. Thank you.
Bye.